welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great. Hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope it's good. I hope it's good, man. I'm not doing good today. I'm not doing very good at all today. I had a bad day. Just a rough all around, felt like shit kind of a day. And that's how I feel right now. But I also have to record this because it's a thing that I've decided to do. And so I'm trying to I was gearing up to do this, and I was like, I want to, say there's some things on my mind that I've been thinking about that might be fun to talk about. And then this day hit me very harshly, and I was like, I don't know if there's much fun inside of me. It's, I don't know, man. I feel, you ever just feel like you're living your life incorrectly? Like the way you are living your life is wrong. It just fundamentally is incorrect in an unspecified way. But everything you do, every choice you make, you feel like it's in the wrong direction. You feel like you're moving towards a spot that is not where you are supposed to be. You ever feel that way? 'Cause I do. And I was feeling that today. Something else happened that spurred on these other feelings where I was like, what am I doing? I'm fucking 20 pounds heavier than I want to be. I fucking drink an amount where I'm like, I don't even want to. I will often have a beer in my hand and be like, I don't even want to be in the location I'm at. I don't want to be paying for this. This is like, I'm going to pay for 7 of these? For what, dude? I don't like the place I'm at. I don't like the people that are near me. Every time I have free time, the way I spend it, I feel like this is a waste. And then years go by and you get older, right? And the older you get, the more time becomes precious to you because the more you realize like, oh, I'm going to be dead soon. And I think the reason why I'm feeling this way is because I think recently I've been trying to not do that. I've been trying to follow my instincts more. I've been trying to say yes more. I've been trying to do things more that make me feel like, oh no, this is correct. And I think because I had this rough day, it made me go, oh wait, what am I doing? I guess what I'm trying to say is, have you ever felt completely and utterly lost? Because I'm feeling that right now. I'm feeling weird and off and not good. So I thought it good to talk for an hour by myself to a camera. What better time to talk to a camera alone than when you're spiraling out of control? Oh, fuck. I don't know. People, dude, you know what sucks? You know what's rough? Dude, the worst thing in the world is... It sucks. I've talked about this before, but fuck it, because I'm feeling it very intensely today. It sucks that you have to... It sucks that every time you get your hopes up, they are thwarted. They are thrashed. They are destroyed. Anytime you ever get your hopes up in a thing, in a person, it does not pan out. And then every time you are so completely indifferent to the point where you're like, I don't give a fuck, the good thing happens, but you can't appreciate it. And then enough indifferent moments that lead to good things happen where you're like, I'm going to start getting my hopes up so I can fully appreciate this thing. And then you get your hopes up and it does not work. And then you get knocked back down to going, let me be indifferent. And then good things happen. And you go, is this what life is? Because this stinks. Life stinks a lot of the time. A lot of the time. People in general, fucking weird, huh? I eat garbage food all the time. And then the moments when I eat healthy food, my body feels so great. But then for some reason, my body doesn't go, well, just keep me eating that shit. My body's like, no, eat the bad shit. And then my body feels bad. And then I'm like, why are you doing it? Why? What? Like, you would think that the fact that exercise makes you feel better would make a person exercise every day, but it doesn't. You exercise once in 3 months and you're like, damn, why don't I do this all the time? I feel mentally clear. And then next thing you know, 6 months have passed and you're eating a Big Mac. What the fuck happened? I don't know. Yeah. I haven't gotten my hopes up dating wise in a long time. And then recently, I don't know. I've just felt like you might be nice to be excited about something. But again, in every facet of life, the thing you are excited by is not the thing that happens. All of dating is there's the person you're excited about, who you're really into, who you would like to do something with. And then that does not work. But then there's somebody else who really likes you, who for whatever reason, you're like, ugh. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't know if other people feel this way, but that always seems to happen. There always seems to be a person who I'm talking to, who we're flirting, and I'm like, damn, dude, is this going to work out? And then you get their number and you ask them out and it doesn't work out. And then you're just stuck with the person who you like, but you don't love, you know? Who's perfectly fine and you like them a lot, but for some reason when you don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel the like, yeah, dude. When you really like somebody, you're like, yeah, dude. Oh, shit. And this person, you just like, okay. I'm trying to feel, yeah, dude, with somebody. I'm not trying to feel, okay, all right, yeah, all right. Yeah, no, we can go. And that's what dating is, too, is you're like, every time you're single, this is what I do. So I should stop saying I should start saying me. Every time I'm single, I'm like, fuck, dude. I just want to be intimate with, I just want to have somebody. I just don't want to be alone. I want to have somebody. Does anyone even like me? Like, what's going on? And then the moment someone does like me and I'm having a good time and we're having sex regularly and we seem to like each other a lot, whenever that starts to happen, suddenly you're like, yeah, I guess we could hang out on Saturday. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll see you when. Yeah, we'll make time. And the moment you're single again, you're like, oh, does anyone like me? It's fucking so dumb, dude. The short-term memory loss of my brain, of what seems like human brains, is pitiful and stupid. It's just a constant cycle of, hey, let's bitch and complain about things that don't matter. Things that we have the answer to. I guess maybe that's the frustrating thing, is I feel like I know the right thing to do and I actively don't do it. And what the fuck is that, you know? I don't know. I got my hopes up. It's my own fault, dude. I got my hopes up. But that's what you do, dude. Shouldn't you do that? And then you tell people, you're like, oh, you are excited about something, and somebody's like, hey, man, don't manage your expectations. People will tell you as advice, don't be excited about something. You need to calm down and be more indifferent. Do not feel good feelings yet. That's good advice that someone can tell you. I feel like that's fucked up that is actual good advice in life. It is good advice, and that's what's wrong. More good things should happen so that that people can't give the advice of manage your expectations. More people should be like, yeah, man, shoot for the moon. Right? Like, why can't statistics be in everyone's favor? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Why do things need to be 1 in a million? I guess is what I'm saying. Why can't they be fucking 1 in every 6? You know? Why can't the lotto be like every Thursday somebody wins it? Why can't that be the thing? I got my hopes up. There was somebody who I was interested, who I liked, you know, who I was like, yeah, dude. And at first I managed it. That's what you always do. You try and manage it. You see somebody and they see you and you're like, I think they like me. And then you're like, no, they don't. Shut the fuck up. And then enough interactions happen and enough flirtatious things happen where you're like, damn, dude, I think this person likes me. And then you go, fuck it, I'm going to ask for their number. And then they give it to you, and it's a great moment, and you have somebody's number, and you're like, fuck, this person gave it to me. We know what's going on. We both are interested. Let's see what happens. And then you enter into the worst possible arena of your life, and that is texting someone you like. There's nothing worse in this world than texting a person you're genuinely excited about. Because the moment you send a text, the nightmare begins. The nightmare fucking begins. Because if you don't give a fuck, or if you're casually dating somebody, if it's somebody who you're not excited about, you can text them anything, and you won't even think about it at all. I've dated people where I was not that interested and I was not that excited, and I'll text them on a Monday, and they'll respond on a Wednesday, and I'll be like, oh, fuck, I forgot I texted you. You text somebody you like at noon, and at 12:13, you're sweating. You're breaking out into hives. You're finding out you have allergic reactions to things you didn't even know existed, because you are like, God damn it, it's the end of the world, man. I fucked up, dude. What happened? And then you got to tell yourself, it's been 13 minutes, fuckface. She could be taking a shit for all you know. Like, what the fuck? And then you calm yourself and you're like, yeah, that's true. And then an hour goes by and you're like, fuck, an hour? And you're like, dude, an hour is anything. You've played video games, and then like 3 hours go by, and you're like, holy fuck, I forgot to text that person back. And then 3 hours go by, and you're like, that's a lot of time. And then you start to think, oh, well, it's work hours. The person's working, dude. There's no way they're going to... Dude, that makes sense. People work. And then you fall into, you're like, fuck. Now it's like, when do they get off? And then you assume, like, they might get off at this time. So then you give yourself you just keep moving the goalpost further and further because you don't want to accept the fact that the person decided they're not interested. That the person you were excited about is now having second thoughts. You do not want to accept that, so you just keep moving the goalpost more and more until you can't help but feel like garbage. And then you're like, damn, okay, after work. It makes total sense. And you'll talk to people too. And they want to be on your side. They want the good thing to happen to you. So if you have polite friends, they will say to you, hey, man, you're right. She's probably at work. It's probably fine. And if you have honest friends, they'll be like, I don't know, man. It seems like it's over. But then you'll just be like, fuck you, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. So there's no winning, dude. There's no... You're upset at your friends who are super nice for not being real enough, but then you're upset at your real friends for being too upfront. There's no, because you've already betrayed yourself. You've already told yourself, nah, dude, there's hope. And the reality is, there often isn't. The reality is, 99% of the time, it's over, dude. Throw in the white flag. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Oh, it was rough too. It was a rough one. It was rough because very excited. Texted him. No, and I didn't even text him. I was very excited about this person. Felt like it was a very good exchange of number. I thought it was cute. It was fun. We were both smiling a lot. And then I was like, oh, I'll text her in like a couple days. And then she texted me first, bro. She texted me the same day I was going to text her. And then I responded. And with like 3 texts, with like a text that was like responding, and then texts that were like trying to open it to more texts. And a couple hours went by and I was sweating fucking bullets. And I was like, God damn, dude, did I fuck up? But I was like, no, I didn't, because she texted first. We're all good. And then she hearted the first text, but did not respond to the other one. Now, the other ones weren't a question. They were just a statement. So I was like, maybe it's probably nothing, dude. I'm probably good. But already there was a pit in my stomach like, this is bad. So then the next day, because I don't like to talk for a long time. I like to, when I get someone's number, just ask them out. So then the next day, today, I just messaged and was like, yo, when are you free? Let's do something. And then no response. And it is now like 10 hours later and just nothing, dude. Just hardcore nothing. All hopes dashed, crushed. And now I'm just defeated. That's what I really feel like. I feel like somebody fucking... I feel like this is, this is real life Dark Souls. You know the way you feel when you just can't beat a boss? This is it. Just that crushing feeling of like, fuck, dude, it's over. And the thing that bums you out is you're like, what you tell yourself is, I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. Oh, if I didn't get my hopes up, I wouldn't feel this defeated. If I didn't get my hopes up, if I was just like, whatever, who gives a fuck, then I wouldn't even realize, I wouldn't even be thinking about it right now. I don't even be thinking about it. I would see the person in life again, and they'd be like, oh, sorry, I never texted you back. And I'd be like, I texted you? Like, that's... And that's what I usually do. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. I should be more indifferent. Go back to not giving a fuck. But you know what? Fuck that. As I'm talking about it, I'm realizing, no, dude. You should feel this bad. It's good to feel this bad. I'm happy I feel this bad. It's good. Because at least I got my hopes up, dude. At least if it went right, if it went well, if it went the way I thought, I would be ecstatic. Because that's the thing too, you forget, in the feeling of defeat, you forget how good you felt a second ago. And when I got this person's, I had been thinking about getting this person's number, and then like weeks went by. And I hadn't seen him, and I finally ran into him, and I was like, this is it. I'm going to do it. And when I did it, it happened so perfectly that I felt like I was on fucking cloud 9. I was levitating away from the fucking bar. I was literally levitating through the air. I was so like, hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. That went well. And that feeling was amazing. And that feeling was only amazing because of how much my hopes were up. The high was high, dude, and now the low is low, but the high was worth it. And also the thing that's funny is that like it's not even actually over. This is like the Hello Ladies thing. You ever see Hello Ladies? There's an episode of Hello Ladies where he is like freaking the fuck out because this person's not texting them back, and then he eventually like texts them like "fuck you" or whatever, and then she respond, and then he like realize he's like stalking her and shit. Don't do that, dude. That's insane. You just gotta like go like, damn, it's over. But there's an episode of Hello Ladies where he's like, it's a similar concept, but it's, he's being a weirdo for comedic sake, I guess. But he like goes and tries to like find out what she's doing to see like why she's not texting him. And and as he does it, he keeps seeing that like she's doing legitimate other things. And that's the thing too, is that like right now I feel bad and I feel like, God damn it, it's over. But at the same time, I could be texted tomorrow and all of this will wash out of my brain. I'll be like, damn, dude, I got a date now. That's how fucking stupid my brain is, dude. That's how stupid a person's brain can be. Is that all this defeat, all this like fucking me feeling like, God damn it, dude, I suck. How is this possible? If I get texted a split second from now, I'll be like, never mind, dude, I was right. Hell yeah, dude, this is sick. Always have your hopes up. So I guess that's why I'm not, I don't advocate indifference. I don't. I advocate getting your hopes as high up as they can be and fucking crashing and burning or living the best high you can. I think that's better. I think that's better than total indifference and then you just fucking never give a fuck about anything good that happens. And also, it's not cool to not give a fuck about somebody who you're pursuing. What is the point, dude? What is the point of fucking a bunch of people you don't give a shit about? What is the point, dude? Being a cool guy. Cool guys are lame as shit. Whenever you meet a dude who's just like, yeah, dude, I'm seeing like 5 different girls right now, you're like, why? Get a job, dude. You're seeing 5 different women? What, every night of the week? What are you doing? Fucking pick a hobby, dude. Play some video games. Stop. You're spending your time weirdly. If you're having sex with that many people, you should be trying to have babies with some of them. That's all I'm saying. I just like, why fuck that many people if you're not even going to have a kid? You know what I'm saying? I just feel, what do you need to fuck that many people for? It's just weird. Almost every time I start seeing 2 people at the same time, I'm like, I can't even. 2 dates in 1 week? It's a lot. Anyway, get your hopes up, dude. Keep them up. I feel bad right now, but I kind of feel good. I feel good. Going through that whole story, I feel pretty, I feel bad, but I feel good. It'll be fine. Who knows, dude? Just do it. Nike, bro. Nike's slogan is Nike's slogan for a reason, man. Just do it. Live your life. You're going to die. You're going to die. So get your hopes up. Okay? Get your hopes up because you'll die eventually, and then you won't be able to have your hopes up about anything because you'll be in the fucking ground. So get your hopes up. Ask for somebody's number. Text them blindly. And fucking feel bad when they don't respond. That's fucking beautiful. Okay? Somebody in a relationship right now is upset that they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? They're like they're angry that they can't feel alone, that they can't feel like nobody likes them. They have to feel like, fuck, this person will never leave me, dude. Yeah. Um, yeah. I do need to lose weight, though. I hear myself breathing sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not Tony Soprano. I gotta cut this shit out. When I start to hear myself breathing like Tony Soprano in season 6, it's time. I should run, you know? I should move. I should exercise. I'm working from home right now. I should exercise a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can manage it. It's not that hard. Like I said, my mind will feel better. I'll feel better mentally. I'll feel better physically. I'll lose a little bit of weight. I should eat healthier as well. All of these things. But you know what the reality is? I'm not going to do any of them. The reality is I'm going to keep my hopes up, and that's all I can do. You know, you got to pick your battles. I'll keep my hopes up, dude. And that'll include, I'm going to keep my hopes up about exercising more. About having a better diet, about living life more correctly. I'm going to keep my hopes up, and you know what? That way when I do it, it'll feel even better. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I really severely never know what I'm saying. That's the end of the first part, though. I don't know if the camera's out yet. I hope it's not. That's the end of the first part. I'll see you guys in a sec. How's it going? Dude, I've always talked about how dating apps, you should make it so that there's more things you can do, like that it should be beyond pictures. And I always forget that people are uncharismatic. Because Hinge added audio features, and like the amount of people I just hear singing poorly is excruciating. It's really fucked up. I haven't heard a single voice message that I was like, this is good. But maybe it's because the thought of putting a voice message is already so insane. I think a video makes more sense than at least people can see your face and like know what your mannerisms are like. But an audio message is just like, I don't know. We don't live in that era anymore, you know? If people leave me a voice memo, I'm disturbed. Text me. Message me, text me, FaceTime me. Don't, no. Either call me up or don't talk to me. I don't want a voice memo. I don't want to hear you answering the pros and cons of you dating you in a sing-song voice. I don't want to hear you being like, the pros about me are... You're not a good singer, dude. Stop. Right? And it's not, I mean, I was on my friend's Hinge, and I was swiping on it with her. And dudes are playing guitar. They're like, hey, can I get a suggestion? Hey, this is I can make a song for you, but right now I'm going to make a song about this prompt. Don't do that, dude. If you feel like, hey, I need to show off my guitar skills by writing a song about this prompt, take a moment, break the guitar, and kill yourself. Don't do that. Don't do it. Please don't do that. Please. It's not good. I promise you it's not good. Even if you're great at guitar, I promise you, there's no way you're going to write a cool song about the prompt. I'm weirdly attracted to... Oh, what I'm weirdly attracted to. Ooh, I'm really attracted to boobs. What? No, what are you going to say, dude? Shut the fuck up. I really like... I can't even do it. I can't even fake do one. It's fucking bad. Somebody said to me, they were like, there's no good video of a man. Every time I've watched a video of a man on a dating app, it's terrible. And I'm like, that makes sense statistically. I'm sure most of them are bad. And this was before the audio feature. So I was a little upset at her, and I was like, dude, listen, because I had a video at the time, and I've since taken any video of me on a dating app off. But at the time, I had a video where I was asking a question. And it was a very basic, stupid fucking thing. I said, I have an important question. Grilled cheese or mac and cheese? That's it. That was the whole video. And most of my matches were based off that. So that made me be like, listen, dude, you don't know my track record. Listen, you think all videos are bad, but you didn't fucking swipe across me, dude. You didn't fucking find me in the algorithm. So what do you know? All right, but I also agree with her to a degree because my video probably did suck. If I saw my video on someone else's profile, I might have been like, what the fuck? Also, all of the people who were responding to it, I was not interested in. So she was probably right. If everyone who's responding to the video is someone you don't like, it means that you probably didn't like it. You probably wouldn't like that video either. You're attracting the wrong crowd. But I was a little annoyed at her when she said that because I didn't believe it. But now I fully believe it because I've only heard bad audio messages. You either are finding out someone's voice is horrifying or someone's voice doesn't match their body in any way at all, in a crazy way, or they're singing. Why are they singing? Why are people singing? Even if you have a great singing voice, don't do that. It's also not, it's not like a way to court somebody. It's to say, you don't sing to a stranger to court them. That's all I'm saying. You can sing to a loved one to continue the relationship, but do not sing to a stranger. If someone sang at me in a bar, I'd be uncomfortable. If I was talking to a woman at a bar and she was very beautiful and I was like, hey, like, what are you into? And she just started being like, I love to sing. Even if she sounded like fucking Beyonce, I'd be like, why did you just do that? Why'd you just belt out a song in front of me? We don't live in a musical. You know what I'm saying? Some people, maybe that's what it is. Some people love musicals to the point where they're like, any way I can inject that reality into my life, I'm gonna do it, dude. Maybe it works for somebody. It's not attracting me. I'm sure it attracts somebody. Does it though? I don't know. I'm gonna start taking a poll. I'm gonna start taking a survey. Have you ever swiped right on a profile where a woman was singing about what dog breed she likes for a prompt? Have you? Corgis are my favorite. Shut the fuck up, dude. Anyway, it's very interesting. My friend, she just made a Hinge, and it's fun to see her make a Hinge because I was always curious to see what her profile would be like because she was in a relationship for a bit. So it was funny to see it. And then it was also funny to have her tell me what she thinks of her photos versus what I think of her photos. There's this one photo of her, and she looks great in the photo. She's in like a pink dress, and she's like at a wedding, and she looks wonderful. She looks great. She's like laughing, and the wind's blowing in her hair, and she's like posed in a way that looks great. Like it's her full body too. You can see that she's got a nice body. She's got a cute face. It's a good photo. It's a photo where you're like, oh, I would date this girl. And she was like, oh, my hip looks weird in this. And I was like, bro, nobody's looking at your fucking hip, dude. You know why? Because also the way your hip doesn't look weird, dude. That's you. That's your brain. It sucks that everyone has a fucked up version of themselves in their mind. It's fucked, but also it's good, you know? Because you don't want to meet somebody who's got a great version of themselves in their mind because that person is going to be unbearable to be around. If a person does not look at a photo of themselves and go, what the fuck is wrong with my hip? That means they're psychotic. This is a good exchange. A good exchange. Like, I want my friend to think she's more beautiful, but I also don't want her to think she's hot, you know? And that goes for everybody, men too. Like, I don't want a male friend who walks around being like, I could fuck anyone here. I've talked to people like that. I've hung out with men who are like, why wouldn't every girl want to fuck me? And I go, why are we friends? I'm like, why are you in front of me right now? I'm gonna not do this anymore. I'm gonna make sure that you no longer are in my eyesight ever. because that sucked what you just said. It fucking sucked. But anyway, that's a thing you got to grapple with. You want your friend to be as confident as ever, but you also want them to hate themselves enough to be cool to hang out with. It's true. You don't want your friend to be fucking psyched all the time. You don't want them to be like always being like, I'm killing it, dude. You want to be, you know why? Because you want to be able to tell your friend they're doing great. That's the natural order of things. That's why you have friends. So you can help them and they can help you. You can boost each other up. Okay? If you're talking to your friend and you're just talking all this great shit about yourself, then I'm standing there being like, what are we doing then? Then I got to start saying great shit about myself, and I don't want to fucking do that. Then we just start competing. You're saying great shit about yourself. I'm trying to believe in myself enough to brag at you, and then you just brag even more, and then we're fighting. I don't want to fight my friend. I want to hate myself enough where they can be like, hey, man, you're smart. And I'm like, do you think so? That's what I want. And that's what I have, dude. That's what I have. I often am like, I'm not funny at all. And then someone will laugh at something I say, and I'm like, damn, you are my friend, dude. Damn, dude, you get me. You know? I mean, that's what relationships are to a large degree. And I mean, that's part of it, right? That's part of it. Is you meet somebody and they meet you and you both help each other to go, oh, we are fuckable. Because I was really starting to doubt it. Oh, thank God we are. People do want to see our naked bodies. That's cool. Yeah, I thought no one wanted to kiss me even on the cheek. I'm not saying that. I'm not putting that energy out, but it's in my brain, you know? I've been on dates with people who are like, oh, you're like, what are you, like a player? And I'm like, you don't even know who I am. Every time I'm confident, it's a lie, you know? All of my confidence is backed by years of insecurity. Every time I say something where a person is like, damn, that was sexy, everything behind it was me being like, I'm going to disappoint this person. In fact, the moment I start being impressive to somebody, I, in my brain, am going, none of this is real. This is weird. There's something wrong with them. Every time I've ever had sex with somebody and they've acted like it was great, I was like, what's going on with their life? I can't accept that reality. I can't accept the reality. It was, yeah. Even if it was true, I won't accept it. I'm like, nah, yeah. I mean, you probably just have had sex with, most people you've had sex with are probably not that good. That's what I assume in my brain. I never am like, you know what? Maybe I'm doing a good job. Never, dude. I'm like, damn, that stinks. You got to fuck better people. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, you got to fuck better people because I'm all right. But that's good. Again, that's good, dude. You don't want to fuck somebody who thinks they're sick at fucking because they're definitely not good then. Anyway, I've talked about versions of this already tons of times. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something important. Al Gore, dude. Isn't it crazy that he's the reason climate change is destroying the world? Like Al Gore... it's crazy. It's fucking the greatest paradox of all time. It's the greatest irony of all time, is a better way to put it. Because Al Gore is one of the first guys to publicly try and be like, yo, climate change is destroying our world and it's going to be a huge problem and we might die because of it. And he did it in such a snooty, I'm right way that a lot of people don't believe it still. Like, I came around on it, but when I was a kid and I saw that movie, I was like, shut up, Al. Shut the fuck up, dude. When he got on the fucking the lift and followed the stat, he had a line graft and he used a lift to ride it up to where the line graft was. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. I hate this. I hate all of this. Why are you the face of this documentary? If he just produced a documentary about global warming, we would have been like, you know what? This might be a thing. But the fact that he was like, I am climate change. I am the one who knocks about climate change. I am the one who knocks at your door and Jehovah's Witness is you into knowing about climate change. The fact that he did that, we were like, no. Shut up, man. And then I felt bad because climate change clearly is a real thing and it's a real problem. And then I felt bad because, as I got older, I realized that. And I was like, damn, was I too harsh on Al Gore? Was he just trying to push the truth forward? And then a couple years ago, he released An Inconvenient Truth 2, and I was like, no, I was right. I was right. Don't make another documentary, dude. Why aren't you learning from your mistake? Don't make a sequel to your documentary that people hated so much they disbelieved science, Oh, man. That is funny to think about, though, that climate change didn't get believed in because Al Gore was kind of snooty about it. You can't be a know-it-all, dude. You can't be a know-it-all. You are a know-it-all at great peril to humanity, A know-it-all can ruin the environment by trying to tell you about how fucked the environment is. That's the true destruction that a know-it-all can have on society. Yeah. I don't know. I had to test for COVID for work, and I had to spit. Do you guys know about this? There's a fucking spit test that you can take. I didn't know until I started working for this place, and for some reason, I get the at home test kits you got to spit in, and it's the most disgusting thing of all time. And then you know what I realized? I realized that spit kind of smells like cum. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know if bodily fluids just at the end of the day when they sit long enough they all smell the same. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it all technically is coming from the same fluids and so it kind of has similar smells. I don't know. But all I know is by the 10th spit into this cup, I was like, I've never had semen in my mouth, but this smells like cum. This smells bad, dude. This smells uncomfortable and I hate it. I do feel that way, though. I feel like body odors cross over at some degree. It all crosses over. I feel like I have, been depressed and not showered for a week. And I've also been with some women who, for whatever reason, were not very hygienic. And a smelly penis is very similar smelling to a smelly vagina. And I've said that many times, and many times I've made PowerPoints about that. I've appealed to a higher court about this situation, about this fucking topic. And I always get pushed back, but you know what? It's fucking true, dude. It's true. I don't care. It's true. I was telling a friend, I was like, every person is always looking for the love of their life. And he was like, I don't think that way. And I was like, you do though. And I was like, it's a subconscious thing. Even if you don't know about it, you're doing it. And he's like, well, I can't even argue that then. If it's subconscious, then I can't even argue that. But I don't think that's true. And in my head I was like, well, he could be right and it could not be true, but at the same time, it's true. There are some things where you're like, I just believe this. And even though I know it might be wrong, and it probably is wrong, it's true in my heart and my soul. And I feel the same way about vaginas and penises. When they get dirty enough, they smell the same. I feel that way. I feel all of And honestly, that should unite us as people. Is the fact that at the end of the day, if you wait long enough, of all genitalia smells exactly the same. That's true equality, I think. I mean, it's at least one form of it, you know? I'm just looking at the things I wrote down to talk about. Um Someone was talking to me about COVID cases. Oh, because Omicron, right? So Omicron is getting wild, right? And a lot of people are. All you hear is like record numbers of COVID cases constantly. That's all you hear. Every day a record is being broken. But a friend of mine was talking about how many kids on college campus have COVID. And I was like, yeah, but how many do they only record the tests? Do they only record the positive test, or are they just whoever says they have COVID gets marked up? Because if I was in college right now, I would have COVID all of the time. I would be the fucking test subject for COVID. You know how many times I had food poisoning in college, and I never once in my life have had actual food poisoning? So many fucking times. I think I had food poisoning 7 times in college, and I've never ever once experienced it. Also, I had terrible diarrhea in college. Not real as well. Sometimes it was though, and that was fun. It's fun. It's fun to give a professor TMI, and that's how you get out of a class. It's fun. One time I rushed to the bathroom in the middle of class, and I kept having to rush to the bathroom to the point where I just left. And then I messaged him and I said, hey, I'm sorry that I left early, or I'm sorry I didn't go to conference after class. I have been shitting my brains out all day. No, I didn't say shitting my brains out. I said, I have not been able to leave the toilet since the middle of your lecture. And the guy was like, oh, that's a lot of info. It's all good. You're fine. And again, food poisoning, you just say, I've been puking and shitting my brains out. And the person's like, all right, that's a lot of information. If you want to get that graphic. What a person does is they go, even if this isn't true, you're being graphic enough where I'm going to believe it is, you know? And so what I'm saying is, if COVID existed when I was in school, I would have COVID all of the time. Dude, the March on Wall Street happened during when I was in college, and they told people, if you want to march, if you want to go to Wall Street, you don't have to come to class and you won't be penalized for it. Do you think that I went to class? Do you think that anybody is going to fucking class when someone says that? Now, in reality, did I actually skip class because of the march? No. I would have felt bad. I don't think I did, at least. I don't know. I thought about it. I definitely thought about it. And if I thought about it, that means other students definitely were like, yeah, dude, this is not right. I'm protesting. Yeah, dude, I'm definitely going to protest. See you on Monday. Yeah, dude. Well, Friday is the best day for protesting. I don't know if you know that. But Thursday and Friday, best possible day for protesting. Also Monday. Monday's good too. You know what? The whole week, I just really am impassioned about this cause. You said I wouldn't be penalized, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Maybe a month. I mean, we only have class 3 times a week. Fuck it. That teacher was lenient, though. That teacher was, she was pregnant when I had her, and, well, I guess you're pregnant, so things happen. But she would often just not come to class. I think like 3 or 4 times she just didn't come to class. She was like running late, and then she was like, oh, no, that's what it was. She like canceled 3 or 4 classes, just completely canceled them. And then also she... a couple of times she showed up like a half hour late to class, and so people would just leave, and I left every time, dude. I left immediately every fucking time. The moment the clock hit 16 minutes, I walked out. Because at that point, it's not your fault. If a teacher is later than you are allowed to be late, then fuck them, you know? She was a nice lady, though. But also, it was an anthropology class. It did not matter. It didn't... All you learn in anthropology is white people are weird. That's what you learn from anthropology, is white people are very strange. White people have too much time on their hand, and they're very strange. Because all of it was like these rich white people who had so much time on their hands that they're like, let me immerse myself where I don't belong. And where they barely want me, and then I'm going to act like they're all strange. That's what anthropology is. It's a white person with so much money that they can fly to somewhere where they're not wanted, where people actively probably want to kill them. And they're just like, yo, y'all are fucking strange, and I'm going to write about it. And years from now, everyone's going to be like, this is kind of offensive. This is going to barely hold up in the context right now. And years from now, everyone's going to hate me for it. Anthropology is like sifting through racist shit to find out like interesting things about a culture. You got to sift through the person being like, and they act like savages. You're like, all right, dude. Yeah, but what is, oh, they had this headdress? That's cool. You got to skip the guy's writings and just look at the pictures. Anthropology is great for the pictures. Don't read his analysis of whether or not the cultures he's around are an even match with his own. Don't read that part. Just read like, oh yeah, they had this dress. This is how they made it. This is the ceremony they had. Just read those parts. Read those parts. Look at the pictures. That's good stuff. You'll learn something. But as soon as he starts talking about human beings and evolution and all that shit, you gotta bounce the fuck out. He or she, there were male and female anthropologists, and all of them did not hold up. All of them barely hold up to the current culture, but anyway, it was a fun class. Learned some things, I guess. I don't know. I just, yeah. I mean, I got like a minute left of this before the camera goes out. So I think I'm just gonna. Well, do I have time? Okay, so there was this guy at the bar who was just watching porn, and I don't really have much more to say about it. Maybe I'll talk about it more next week. But that's weird. There was this dude just scrolling through his phone, watching people jerk off. And then the people at the bar were like, hey, that's Jerry. Like, they seemed to know him and be fond of this man. And at the same time, if you're not standing behind the bar and you're instead, if you're not standing behind the bar and instead you're in front of the bar, you're over his shoulder seeing people just jerk off. And I don't know what that says about a person. But it was very interesting to have somebody be making everyone uncomfortable around him, but the people working were like, dude, you're sick. Here's another beer. That's a wild dynamic to live. That guy's living to me, there's no greater duality of life right there. That is a prime example of the duality of life. You can truly live two lives at once. And this guy's doing it. This guy's killing it. This guy's horrifying people while receiving love at the same exact time. It's pretty cool. Anyway, that was the timer. That's it for the podcast this week. Get your hopes up, dude. Get your hopes up. It's all good. I was upset at the beginning of this podcast and felt defeated and shitty, and now I feel great, and I had a good time. And, yeah, get your hopes up, dude. Because if it works out, it's worth it. And also, you should be excited about something. Because if you aren't excited about something, you're going to want to die. And you should live. So get excited. Get your hopes up. If you want. If you don't want to. If you want to sulk and be sad, do whatever you want. But I'm going to try and keep my fucking hopes up. And I think other people should as well. But I'm also just some fuckface who talked for an hour about bullshit. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Yeah, thank you for listening as always. If you stayed this long, you're out of your fucking mind, but you're also the best goddamn person I could ever think of. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense.